Welcome back. Time for music, and we'll be catching up with Vicky O'Keefe later. But first, please welcome VokRok as they perform Total Fantasy.
Do you feel my love? Got to hear you say, I wanna know, do you feel my love? Sharing my love is such a special thing, and I'd like to tell you everything, remembering the time we said goodbye. All of the time. Do you feel my love on different days? Do you feel my love in other ways? Please show me your love this time. 'Cause sharing my love is such a special thing, and I want to tell you everything. Where is your love this time? All of the time, all of the time, all of the time, oh, oh, all of the time, all of the time, all of the time, all of the time, oh, oh, all of the time, all of the time, all of the time, oh, oh, all of the time, oh, it's a total fantasy when I look at you, oh no. It's a total fantasy. Every time I look at you, it's a total fantasy.
Tonight at 9:30, the outrageous Paul Hogan does it again, sending up everything from England's police to their wildlife.
This is your purebred pommy public servant, eh?
There's even a very cheeky look at fitness.
Personally, I think exercise is unnatural.
More laughs with Tim Brooke-Taylor and the fabulous Paul Young and Dire Straits tonight at 9:30.
Have I come at a bad time?
Oh no, Abby's just putting the cat out.
Paul Hogan's England #2 on 9.
Sunbeam is Australia's leading cooking oil because it contains no salt, little cholesterol, it isn't greasy, it doesn't smoke, and doesn't smell. Sunbeam, the polyunsaturated cooking oil so good you never know it was there.
Here's something you can do in the privacy of your own home. It's easy, fast, inexpensive. Call this number now, 798-0466. And you can hire a massage belt, or you can hire an exercise bike. Just call one of our consultants and they will advise you on which piece of equipment is suitable for your needs. For home delivery, call Maple Leaf Hire Services now on 798-0466. 798-0466. We're waiting for your call now.
Now, handling all your gardening is as simple as one handle with the Nilex Gardena Combi System. Quality gardening tools that all lock tight onto one handle. They can't twist or pull out. You can rake, sweep, weed, cultivate, hoe, or even fertilise.
Buy individually and store on this handy rack. Save space and money.
Nilex Gardena Combi System. For our money, it's Nilex or it's nothing.
7 out of 10 dogs and cats carry tapeworm. XL Pet tapeworm tablets get rid of it, so you'll know your pet is safe. XL Pet kills tapeworm. Kills tapeworm. Kills tapeworm. Tapeworm's not going to go away by itself, but with XL Pet, it's this easy. 7 out of 10 dogs and cats carry tapeworm. XL Pet tapeworm tablets get rid of it from the XL Pet bar in your supermarket, because you care.
Welcome back. As we said on Friday, it was the 8th anniversary of Elvis's death. Where Australian rock and roll is concerned, the wild one, Johnny O'Keefe, was very much the king. 27 years after his first hit stormed the charts in 1958, another O'Keefe is making big noises in show business, as you've just seen. She's a singer, songwriter, author, has recently turned her hand to acting. So please make a welcome here on Vicky O'Keefe. Welcome, Vicky. That was good stuff. Did you write that song?
Yes, I did, actually.
Well, how tough is it being the daughter of a legend? Is it more of a help than a hindrance?
Well, I think it's been quite tough, actually. People have their preconceived ideas about what you're going to sound like, and when we initially went on the road about 3 years ago, people came along to see us and they thought that I might have been country and western and cabaret and all that sort of thing, and whereas we were just straight rock and roll. And it was a hindrance in the way that the clubs billed us as a sort of cabaret act, and it was quite disappointing, actually, because I was very much a rock and roller. I mean, you wouldn't guess that from what we just did then. But
you've dressed up for the occasion, have you?
Oh, yes. I think the guys look marvellous in their white jackets and out of those jeans.
We had Anna Murdoch, Rupert Murdoch's wife, on the program a couple of weeks back, and she has her first novel just published, and she said that the attention she gets is because she is the wife of Rupert Murdoch. And I wonder with yourself whether a lot of the attention you had in the early stage, anyway, of your career was simply the fact that people wanted to see the daughter of Johnny O'Keefe.
I think it's, from a media point of view, of course, that is why I've been getting so much press, and I still think it's that.
You get sick of that? Do you get sick of people asking more questions about Dad than they do about your music?
I do. I suppose I got pretty fed up in the early stages. I think I came off the road 5 months ago, and I sort of rethought everything, and I branched out into a lot of different areas. Instead of just writing songs for a stage point of view, I started writing a book and doing a lot of other things. I'm doing some modelling and things like that, and I think I've matured a lot since then, and now I suppose that's natural for people to ask me questions about my father, just like you're doing right now. But
all right. Well,
I don't mind, truly.
Well, he was a great man. He's a great rock and roll figure as well.
Yes, and I'm very proud.
Well, let's have a look, and we won't ask any more questions after this. In 1960, it was a very proud dad, Johnny O'Keefe, who told Brian Henderson on Bandstand about your arrival. Let's have a look at that. 1960.
Johnny, first of all, congratulations. For anyone here who doesn't know, as I didn't up until a while ago, because I just got back, that you're a father again.
Yes.
And it's a baby girl. Congratulations, Johnny. Any idea of the name yet? Well, we were going to call her Victoria, for sure.
Yes.
Because, you know, 1960 was such a fantastic year, and I didn't get to play enough in Sydney. And if it was a boy, we were going to call him Sydney, and if it was a girl, we'd call her Victoria.
And Victoria just said, oh, God, lucky it was a girl. Your brother's, in fact, got Johnny Jr. and what's...
Oh, don't call him Johnny Jr. He hates that.
John Jr.?
John Jr. John Lee O'Keefe. He's now a solicitor.
Have you... And what are the other brothers?
Peter Peter. Peter
Conservatorium?
Anthony O'Keefe. No, he doesn't actually go to the conservatorium. He's just been studying privately, but studying to be a concert pianist, that's right.
Had you seen that before?
No, I haven't. I really get a buzz seeing things like that about my father, actually.
What about the ups and downs of Johnny O'Keefe? Wasn't that enough to induce you to go somewhere else, like your brother, into law or something else, and get well away from this business?
Well, I think the whole family's a bit that way inclined, actually.
Up and down.
It's a bit hard to explain, but we got on very well. But I think we're all fairly highly strung, and it doesn't really matter what business we're in. We've all got music in us, and my brother's helped me a lot too with my songs. My brother John helps me write some material, and Peter always helps me with arranging chords and things like that. We're a very close family, actually.
Your dad's attitude was very much of do whatever you want to do, and in fact he encouraged you early on, didn't he?
Oh, he did actually. He was the one who suggested that I get formal singing lessons and do all these things necessary to embark on a career and such as the one I have. And like when
what did
you're
he say?
17
The Bachelor
years
in
old,
pop music?
well, that's what he called it, and I thought that was rather corny when I was 17 years old. But now I'm looking at it and I think, wow, you know, it was a really good thing to do. But it's taken me, you know, each year I learn a lot more, and I think that he was right in a lot of ways. But I think that's the same for any parent, isn't it? They like to sort of say, right, this is what you should be doing, and all the kids have got all these ideas in their mind, and they always think that they're right.
Well, the fact he's such a legend in Australia, there's no way you can get out of running into old memories of your dad.
Unless I go overseas.
That's right. I mean, oddly enough, you toured with Rick Nelson a couple of years back, and 20 years beforehand, your dad toured with Rick Nelson. Yeah,
it was quite amazing. I didn't really know that until we actually went on tour. To be quite honest, I didn't really know who Rick Nelson was.
What have you got upcoming?
We've been offered a national tour in November with an international band, and we're negotiating that at the moment. And I've got a big story coming out in a leading magazine in Australia, a pictorial
This is not a nude centrefold we read about in some of the files.
It's funny, I read that too. No, I can't really say at this stage. It's going to be very controversial, I should imagine.
Australian Madonna?
Well, we could see Australian Madonna, I think. Yes, and Vicky O'Keefe.
All right. Well, good luck. Thanks, Vicky, very much for talking to us.
Thank you very much,
Please thank you. Back in just one moment to say goodbye.